Welcome back, y'all. This is KJ McLaurin. I'm here with my 23-year-old student that was able to generate $10,000 day trading. I'm gonna give y'all his story on how he found me, how he got into trading, how he was able to make $10,000, overall how he got into the GJ Slayers. So let's get into this video and get into his story. I didn't bring him on here to flex on y'all anything. I want y'all to see what it takes when you join GJ Slayers and you take the time to learn the skill set and overall put in the discipline, put in the work, overall chase for it. Let's get into this video. Let's do it. You got anything you want to say?
I feel like we should just start with asking a question now. Get straight into it.
Oh, he ready. He ready. Let's do it. How did you find Forex?
Funny enough, how I found Forex. I was a sophomore in high school. This had to be 2017. I really ran into this nigga KJ. I'm seeing what he got going on. I'm like, yo, like, what is he doing? Like, I'm 17. I don't got a job yet. And I'm seeing this guy make a lot of money in my school and just buy a brand new car. So then that's when I approached him and I asked him, what does he do? And he told me he trades the foreign exchange market. And then ever since then, I've just been invested, like hooked on it.
So you heard about me in high school?
Yeah, in high school, literally.
How old was us? Like,
I had to be.
Get into it, bro.
I had to be like 16, 17, and you was always a grade ahead of us, right?
Yeah, I think a grade or two.
When I was a sophomore, you had to be a junior or a senior, and that was when I really ran into him.
And I was popping shit. Like, I was coming to school, they were trying to take my phone, all type of shit. And I was like, nah, y'all ain't taking my phone. I need to learn this shit, and I need to do this shit. It's paying my bills. So, yeah.
Bro, he always been like this. If y'all think he popping shit now, bro, he was making money popping shit to the deans, the teachers, and just coming to school, like, just having motion. And
what's that shit I did that you said I did?
Came with his backpack, like, full with money in that bitch. No bookwork, no nothing. He just whipped that shit out on the dean, Mr. Glassburn. I still remember that nigga, annoying ass nigga. He whipped it out on him. He was like, yeah, I'm not listening to nothing you telling me.
So do you think, like, me doing that, like, it motivated you to want to do this?
I think 100%. Honestly, like, I could say it, like, bro, for real, bro, like, having that personal connection with you, like, I look up to you. If somebody that was in the same spot I was in, I could do it too.
That's real. That's real. That's real. All right. Was there a specific moment or conversation that we had that made you like, okay, I'll remember it. Let's see if you remember it. Because we leaked outside of school.
Yeah, we did.
And I came to your house.
You came to my house, yeah. You literally met my stepdad at the time, everything. My mom wasn't home, but my stepdad was looking like, yo, like, what the fuck, like this kid, like, feel me? Like, you know when people ask for sneakers or something like that? I'm asking if they could give me money so I could pay somebody around my age to teach me how to pursue a craft. And so he looking all confused and stuff like that. And I'm just like, bro, like, this is what I want to do. Like, this is really what I'm passionate about.
Okay. So let's get into the trade that he took. So what was your biggest win so far trading?
I would say my biggest win definitely was the beginning of October. I smacked Bitcoin for like 7,500.
Okay. How'd you find the trade?
I mean,
what? Let me clear it up. What do you use? What's your strategy like to find setup, if you don't mind saying it?
Okay, so the strategy I use to find setups, I'll say I'm very similar to KJ. However, there's probably a couple other confluences that I add, like using the fib tool, or basically, I'll say this, it's all about time frame correlation. Like, you have to know what's going on a 4-hour and then what you need to see on the lower time frames to confirm the move.
Okay, and how was your psychology throughout the process when you was floating that type of money?
I feel like the reason why my psychology changed, bro, and I don't know if you remember this, it was maybe like a year ago. I had pulled up to your mom's crib, we were shooting around with your brothers just playing, and I asked you, because I'm sitting there thinking, right, I'm taking the same trades as KJ, but I'm not making the same amount of money, so I don't really feel as satisfied. And so I asked you, I'm like, yo, like, we taking the same trades, but you pushing 5 lots and 10 lots, like, how do I get comfortable with seeing that drawdown? You literally told me straight to my face, just stop being a bitch. I said, damn, like, he's really, like, he's telling me straight up, like, he's not beating around the bush with me, like, he's not sugarcoating it. So I was like, that's real shit. And that's what when I'm in that situation, it's exactly what I'm thinking about.
And this is the crazy part. He's no different than me. Like, I'm not special. He's not special. He literally just put in the work. He got motivated by what I was doing. He was like, fuck it, I'm gonna stop being a bitch. That's crazy. All right, so you say you made money on GJ. Let's hear about a GJ trade.
GJ.
How much you say you made from GJ?
I'll probably say like 10 too.
10,000 from GJ too?
Yeah, just from GJ, yeah.
Can you break down that? How did you feel when you seen those type of numbers?
Usually, like, I feel like we do the same thing. I feel like we kind of have the same approach, like, when it comes to scaling in. So, like, I might go in 5 standards, but I'll break the 5 standards down into a bunch of 1 lot in the area of interest that I'm looking
So you scale in?
Yeah, I'm scaling into the position, you feel me? Because, you know, like, we could come to like a 61.8 or 78.6 and we'll start crashing through it with momentum. But really all that is the wick being left behind.
So
it's like, as it's going lower, people are panicking. And I feel like a common thing people don't think of is you should always be buying on a red candle and like selling on a green one.
This nigga's smart. That's why I always liked him, bro. Like, I kind of grew up with him, but he was like a little brother type shit. So next question, let's get into how you spent that shit. Like, what was the first thing you bought? Bought your mama a car, you took care of your family, paid the rent. What did you do?
I ain't gonna lie, dumb shit for real. Like, if I could go back and do it again, I wouldn't do it. Like when I was 18, I bought my first car cash. I bought a Dodge Challenger, but
I
then-
remember that shit.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, but like it wasn't really worth it. Like I feel like there's so much better things I could have done. Like if I would have kept flipping the money.
I
Feel
feel
me?
you. That was one of my first cars too. So that was one of my first cars I bought was a Dodge Challenger V6, and I ain't like that no more. I got a Hellcat now. You know what's going on. But do you got friends that you put on or that do it with you too, or not? Just you?
Nah, I got friends that I put on and do it with me too. I even have my own little like group channel iMessage where I allow everybody to like share their own thoughts and stuff like that and put their own charts. And I feel like that's important. Instagram is truest.j. Y'all can follow me. I'm gonna be making more content, doing breakdowns and things like of that nature. You can see my highlights and all that good stuff. And yeah, just stay tuned.
He might be the next DJ Slayer. Wait and see. You made around, I say you probably made around 20,000 trading, right? And that's just in a year or two of you doing it, profiting. Did you do that on the prop firm or with your live money?
Oh, so at first I started off like in the prop firm game and stuff like that, and you was even helping me out and stuff. So I can even vouch. So if y'all want y'all accounts passed, y'all definitely hit him up because he had passed an account for me, and then I scrounged together a couple payouts from that, and then I just put it into my own money. Like I feel like for me personally, from what I've been through and what I've experienced, bro, like I done blown so many funded accounts. Like I could be transparent about that. Just going through like the trading journey and with all the rules and stipulations, I'd much rather just trade my own bread.
Okay.
And I'll say this too. A lot of people think when it comes to trading that more capital is their issue, but in reality, it's the skill. If you can't flip $50, what makes you think you're gonna flip 100 grand with a funded account?
That's a fact. Told us a little bit about your trading skill set and how you got into the DJ Slayers. Let's get into more detail in the car about your personal life and how did you start with me from the beginning and all that. Let's do it. You ready?
Do it.
All right, so we back with my boy Jay. Look, Jay, I got a couple questions for you again so we can continue. So outside of trading, have you ever had any hardships that made you like be like, damn, this shit ain't real, or it stopped your progress when you was learning from me or when you was learning on your own or when you was pursuing Forex? Like,
I definitely feel like as a trader, bro, everybody go through their own journey. Everybody's journey look different to how they get to where they go through, but you still go through stuff. And I definitely had hardships along the journey. Say I bought my first car cash a couple years back. I literally went flat. I had to sell my car. I put all that money into the charts just to make it. And usually just talk about a sacrifice. You got to be all in this shit. You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out and expect to get where you want.
how do you feel about relationships? Because I remember when you was in the boot camp with me, telling me you was in a relationship with a female, and I kind of seen that slowing down your progress within trading because I had to drop my girl to focus on trading too, and it kind of made me progress further and faster when I got rid of that relationship. So did you see any growth once you got out of there or what?
I definitely, can relate to you on that subject. And I'll say this, like, too, like, for me, like, it was like a sensitive moment because it was like, I'm with my high school sweetheart. Like, we've been together since high school and stuff like that. Going through the process, like, it's hard to be all in on your passion and your craft and pursue something while still trying to maintain
A relationship, a healthy relationship, yeah.
Like, I feel like one thing I never told nobody. There's a moment like where I realized like I gotta make this shit work. Back in 2020, my mom had told me she had got diagnosed with breast cancer. Thank God she beat it. But at that point in time in my life, I'm thinking like I already lost my pops when I was younger, and my mom's really the only parent figure I got in my life. She got it, and she told me the only thing she want to see before she go is to just me be successful. Like that, like put a battery in my back.
How does your family feel about you being with me and pursuing Forex? Don't lie. Did they disagree with it? Did they think it was real, or what did they think exactly?
I'm gonna be honest. My mom, she older. She in her 60s. When I told her about it, like she'd be a little on the fence. But I'll say for the most part, and this is why I thank God. Like, and I always put God first because I'm in a great situation. Most people have parents or people who they're staying with that are against their dreams. My people support me 100%.
I like that. Because what are you, black, white?
Black and Hispanic. And you remember, I showed you, remember I called you. I was like, yo, I'm quitting my job and I'm putting this 2K in an account. And I feel like you wasn't believing me. And I put my mom on the phone and she was like, yeah, he's dead ass quitting. He's not going back. And he told me that this morning.
I remember that shit, bro. I remember that shit. He literally called me and told me that shit. His mama got on the phone and was like, yeah, he's doing it. And I was like, yeah, this nigga serious. So with your setups, do you use technical analysis or fundamentals, or do you use both?
I feel like for a while I was using both. A lot of people probably do this shit in the trading. Like if you hip to it, you know, like you be on Forex Factory looking at what red folders for the pairs you trade, bro. I stopped doing that completely. I don't give a fuck. On God, I don't care about no news. The only thing I care about is the very first thing you told me. Never trade on the first Friday of a new month because of NFP. Other than that, all the other ones, I don't really care. The way I think about it is if there's news, it's just going to take me to the spot I'm looking to get into the trade faster.
That volume,
Yeah,
that volatility, that liquidity.
But for the most part, I'll definitely say I'm technical. I'll say that like if we got on a chart and we did like a breakdown session, like people would see that me and you for the most part trade exactly the same. However, there's probably some other different principles or confluences that I use.
Like what? Tell them.
Okay, for example, I don't know how to explain it. But
Everybody you got how you tell them how you told me
I don't trade
some shit and I was like, nah, that ain't real.
So so literally like just I think it was last week, GJ was buying and I had sold from the top and I told him I'm finna hold because I think it's gonna go back down to the gap. And he was like, nah, like I don't with gaps, like gaps don't mean shit. And I was like to each his own, like everybody's style, like what works for you is gonna work for you. You feel me? That's the beauty of this game. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. Cool.
There's no wrong way or right way.
Now, fast forward a week later, it's NFP.
Gap.
GJ believed during NFP and GJ filled that gap. But what does that present for us? The best opportunity to buy.
No cap. Did you come into this business with a gambling mindset because you seen my success, or did you come into this business with your head on tack? I kind of know the answer to this, but how you think?
I'll say.
Did you think you was gonna get rich fast, or did you know it was gonna be a process?
I'm not gonna lie, everybody, because I remember we was in high school and he told me to download like the MetaTrader 4. That's when it was still loud and shit. And you can make demo accounts like here and there, whatever fuck you wanted to do. And so I had made one and you started teaching me stuff, but like you told me like, oh, just get on there and practice like pushing buttons and stuff. Like don't worry about taking the setup how it's supposed to be. And I'm doing that shit and I'm like, yo, I'm up 100 G's, yo, I'm up 20 G's, yo, like, oh, this shit easy, right? So it kind of gave me a sour taste into like a get rich quick, but like I knew it would be a process for the most part, especially like once we start to get deep dive into the sessions, like between me, you, and Don. Like that's when when you really started to show me everything black and white, like everything.
You don't even realize that you was one of my, well, you do realize because you told me, you was one of my first boot camp students I ever had.
Yeah, I think that might have been 2018, 2017. Damn.
I actually found the video, what you was talking about. Yeah, I'm about to go to it right now.
I got a sharp memory, bro. If I see something or I've been somewhere, I'm gonna remember majority of the details.
He was there, and this was almost 10 years ago. He was there. I knew that day that, okay, if he stick to this, he's going to be either further than me or on my level. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to see him. I'm about to show y'all the video. Hold on, give me 1 second. This is him with the blue shirt on. That's you, ain't it?
Literally, that's me. Literally.
That's him with the blue shirt on. This was down there 10 years ago. That shit crazy. So you see how he stayed disciplined and stayed with the process. I don't think nobody else in this room stayed with Forex. They probably gave up on this. This is the one nigga that didn't. And I've been seeing him since high school, since I was like a sophomore. I think he was a freshman, right?
Yeah.
So that shit crazy. Why do you think 90% of people that was in that room with us failed in this niche or in this business?
The majority of the people fail because they have that mindset where like they're looking for a get rich quick scheme, or something to instantly start making money and don't realize, just like any other thing, you want to be a doctor, you got to go to school for 8 years. It's a grind, it's a process. For the most part, I feel like it's all discipline. If you discipline in other areas of your life, you could be disciplined in the charts. You usually just said it. People don't see the waking up at 4 a.m. and staying on the computer until noon, 10, just to find the setup. Those people are asleep.
I like this little nigga, man. Should beginners even touch Forex, or is it too dangerous?
Nah, it's definitely not too dangerous. There's risk in everything in life, but in risk, if there's no risk, like there's no reward.
I feel like if you come into this game, I don't think you should over leverage, and I feel like you should just learn the skill set, because that was my problem. I came into this bitch balls deep and I blew tremendous amount of money that I save up trying to get rich fast. So I don't think it's dangerous, but you can make it dangerous if you try to rush that shit.
Yeah, you have to build.
And I'm pretty sure you done did that plenty of times.
Plenty of times.
Do you feel like my strategy that I got rich off of, other people can do it too?
100%. But I would say this, like it's always about what works for you. Some stuff is not gonna work for everybody. It's a mindset thing too.
I like that. I feel like my strategy gave you an edge that you needed to see profits too.
100%. It laid the blueprint for everything.
Made a blueprint. I like that. So outside of trading, do you feel like once you did make the money, people came around? Even, I know it's 20,000. That's a lot of money from printing it out of thin air, but people will change for that shit. Did you have anybody changing anything once you made that money?
The reason why I'm gonna say no is because the way I am as a person, the way I carry myself, I'm humble, but I've never really tried to be buddy and like fit in with everybody or care to fit in. So like if I fuck with you, I fuck with you heavy. Like it's family, it's not even friendship. So
that's
like,
what's up.
I'm not allowing nobody new into the circle.
That's good. You've been around the same 4-5 niggas since I met you.
Literally.
10 years ago.
And before you met us, we were still hanging out with each other.
For real?
Middle school.
You, Sergio, Nappy, little Spanish dude name, what's his name?
Lex.
Lexi, him. His name Lex or Lex?
Lex.
Lex, and I think that's it. That's it, right?
That's full, yeah.
Do you feel like smoking weed affected your trading or like made you profitable in trading?
I'm gonna say it really don't matter, honestly. But what I will add, a different anecdote experience. I know Don was saying like, oh, like before, like you need to be full on alert and stuff like that. Like, and like after, you want to chill when you're in profit, you float in, or like you don't really want to look at the trade. That's what a lot of people do wrong too. They bird watch they trade and they'll fuck around and close early.
Watching that bitch too much.
Or seeing it in drawdown and pussy out. When you smoke and you trade, sometimes I'll be seeing setups like crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
for real?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if it's placebo effect, but I feel like I be seeing the chart so clear. It's all about your mind, your mindset. Like if you build your mind the right way, like it's all about that.
That's crazy, because I'm scared to smoke weed, bro.
I know you said that. I never heard that story that you told that you end up in the hospital.
I ended up in the hospital trying to smoke weed, bro. So you got any questions you want to ask me?
About that, I just pick your brain all the time. I always text you, bro.
You do.
I'll send you a photo of all the plays I'm in, or if I got in before you. Yeah, I'll ask you how to manage the position. You always give me game, man. I appreciate that.
That's crazy, because like out of all your friends, I always thought of you. Every time I thought of y'all niggas from high school, I was like, yeah, this nigga Jay, he really gonna be the one next up for real out of Lakeside or Gateway or whatever. That shit crazy. And then I remember Sergio, he was trading at one point too. He still trade?
Nah, he don't. He ended up doing his own thing, but he making his bread. That's why I'm happy for him. If he want to come back and learn, I always told him I'll learn, like help him out. Any questions you got, help him.
Look, we're gonna wrap up the interview there. You got any screenshots of your profit, anything you want to show? Instagram, you can show anything, bro. Anything you want to show on. Show on your Instagram only.
This is my IG. Y'all go ahead and follow me. And then I'm gonna show y'all the trade out here at the beginning of October. This is my liquid account, just trading only GJ for the most part.
So that goes to show y'all, if y'all join the GJ Slayers and dedicate y'all time and learn the skill set and learn my edge in the market, you can become successful. It don't matter your background, your race. This nigga Spanish. I'm black. You mix, right?
I'm mixed, yeah.
Mixed.
I'm Puerto Rican and black.
You heard what he said, nigga. We got two different backgrounds. If you put in the work and learn the skill set, put in the time, you can become successful. It don't matter where you from. Don't matter your background. It don't matter if you fucking can't read, because I know niggas can't even read and making $100,000 days. My little brother Talik.
Reason why y'all should join is this. I done had some times in my connection with KJ, like where he told me like, yo, you vanished, like where you went, like you MIA and stuff, like, and I'm trying to figure shit out on my own and shit, but sometimes it's good to have that community, like, and other like-minded people that are pursuing the same thing as you.
It makes it easier. Definitely makes it easier, because I put in 10 years and I ain't make a dime for real until 10 years. You know what I'm saying? It probably took you out way shorter, right?
Shorter, but still sometimes I still got skin in the game. Been trading since 2017, and shit ain't really start to click since, like, I'll probably say about 2.5 years ago.
Well, we'll catch y'all next video, man. We're in here. Peace.